it's still okay now. It's just like a generation where everybody think you gotta have like the weave, the big hair, the big lashes, the clothes. Like you don't really need all that. It's kind of getting oversaturated. Nobody wants to keep seeing that. Like
Yes.
just take it all off. Like you see the bust down middle part. Shout out to my sister.
I want us to be natural and just have all this. And
For fellas too, like
yeah, stop
all
getting
that,
it. Yeah,
yeah,
stop.
just
Stop.
it. Look, see,
Stop
fade
it.
it out. Go ahead.
Yeah, stop with the hair enhancers and the line and the weave and all that. Just grow it out. If it don't grow, it don't grow. My man cut me down to like the Steve Harvey.
It's crazy that us as a culture, we know what you're talking about.
And I've been the same.
Then it grew back again.
Hey, you're now tuned in to Underdawg Talk. I'm your host, Eric Jones Jr., and I have conversations with successful underdogs. And today we have Willie Eaton. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, that's like that.
How you doing today?
Good, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm a little tired. Like your jacket.
We appreciate it.
No problem. So, fun fact. What's a fun fact about you?
A fun fact, I like to write music.
Okay. Fun fact about me, I like to freestyle. I don't really like when I'm by myself or with my friends, I like to freestyle. Yeah, I think I'm pretty good. I just never took rapping seriously.
I can't. I don't got enough confidence to rap in front of people, but I can write it down for you.
Yeah.
And you can perform it.
Yeah, I've never been like I've written a couple songs, but that's not my thing. I just like to just go and talk.
I think I could be a really good songwriter though. Like I can write some hits. I think.
Yeah, you should. You should.
I'll try it one day.
Yeah. So, tell people what you got going on with your skincare, cause it's dope. I see it, and I see you got your fragrance. I love that because I I told somebody a few months ago I was like I want to have an Underdawg cologne one day. So tell us about that.
Okay. I recently relaunched my company, Buddha Skin 2.0, which is an all natural skincare company. Basically, I got skin burns from some skincare products that I use from that I bought from the local Walmart or Target, one or the other, but they were too harsh on my skin. So I decided to create my own formula so I can use my own products so they can be more sensitive to my skin. And once it started healing my skin, I started making products for different people in my family. And then once it became a hit, I started charging. Like once they started like, hey man, I need it. Okay, let's start charging. From then, I got to be at the Indiana State Fair. I sold out there in a lot of local pop-up shops, and we kept selling out. From there, I got saved up that money, and I got a billboard in front of Lafayette Square Mall, which is not Lafayette Square Mall anymore. After that, it became a buzz all over the city. Then I got to be a part of the She event inside the Circle City Mall. We got our own storefront, and now I'm launching with Amazon. So it's you can buy our products directly on our website or with Amazon, which will be launching in a couple weeks. And then I just launched my own cologne. It's called True. That'll be launching on Black Friday, so you'll be able to get that as well. So that's a little bit.
Yeah, I know. I love it because you had to, try something else and like, oh no, this ain't working. This tearing my skin up. And then instead of going and buying a bunch of other ones and keep trying, you was like, skip it out. I'm gonna just make my own. And that's dope. So what does that process look like when you're making like a skincare product? I know some people that do, but I never how do you go about to find the right ingredients?
I started with simple ingredients like sugar, oil, water, stuff like that. Stuff that I've seen because originally got the ingredients from my grandmother. She always used olive oil on her skin. She never used like lotion and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I can't remember her using that on her skin. It was always olive oil, so I took that. That never broke out our skin. We never had allergic reaction to olive oil. So I started with that, and then I mixed it with sugars and different other oils, and created I researched formulas and asked questions. What different oils are the right oils to mix together because you can't mix everything together, and then the natural sugars and stuff like that. And once I got the formula down pat and it started working, we started outsourcing, and now I get the products from Africa itself. So we have better products now.
Wow, I love it. Shout out to your grandma. for starting that off. Because
Shout out to
grandma,
my
I don't
grandma.
know, I don't remember my grandma really having lotion either. It was like
Yeah,
Vaseline or some oil or
Vaseline or
something.
some oil.
It
It's
wasn't
never,
really
yeah.
wasn't no lotion. Because lotion for me, like if I go get like the smell good lotion, it don't
It
work.
don't work. It
It
lasts
don't
about
it
like
don't work.
2.5 seconds when you
Yeah.
hit the tip.
I got a student last year. His mom, for like teacher appreciation, she gave me some of her products, and it worked. Like I would look like I ain't ashy, like, and it would
Yeah,
last all day. Cause like for me, I don't really use lotion because I never really
I don't
found
either.
one that really worked. People are like, why you don't use lotion? Cause it just don't work. There's no
Yeah,
point to put it
it's
on.
really
And
for
then,
the smell. I think
yeah,
it's
yeah,
for the
it might be.
smell.
And those that like Bath and Body Works, those that smell good, don't work. I'd be ashy. I'd be like, man, what the heck?
Those are still great companies though for
Yeah,
the smell. I don't want to say they're not, but it just don't last all day.
yeah. And I
Yeah,
think it's not meant for every skin.
every skin. Yeah,
Yeah,
everything is like our skin is different from other people's skin. Even within our race is different skins. Like some people have oily skin, some people have mixed skin, some people have both. So you have to find different products that work for your skin, basically.
yeah, that's true. Cause I never really people be like, you somebody got rough skin. I'm like, what rough skin? What is
Yeah,
that? I ain't never known. Like I got good skin. Like I don't really. I've never had pimples like
yeah,
on my face or none of that. But I always just watch my granddad. He always just used soap,
yeah.
like
Soap and water. Yeah, that's a
regular
good
soap
thing.
on his face. So I always use that, and that worked for me. But that's something to think about, like the different like lotion. So do you only use your own products?
No, I use a mix of products. I like my own products. Yes, I mix them with my other products. Other people do like um, different toners, different oils. I like my products some days. I like different products some days. And some products I don't have, so I have to outsource to different.
So when you went to go in the lab and start this up, was this something you've done before? Like, was you a kid and this is something that intrigued you, or this was just something new and you was like, I'm gonna try something out?
It's something that I did for myself, and at the time I couldn't find like employment. So I'm like, I might as well try to work for myself and try to create it myself. And I didn't know that it was like I never knew it was gonna be as big as it is now. I'm just like I'm making something. The fact that people buying it and it actually creates a revenue for me to get money, which is great. I think that's like it kind of happened. Like it wasn't really like something that I've been doing, but I started doing it for myself and then started selling it and it just worked.
That's dope. So what was life like as a kid? What were you doing as a kid? What was something that you wanted to be?
As a kid, I always wanted to be a businessman. You can ask my little brother because we was just talking about this the other day. Like every time, little kids they either play like whatever you want to be when you grow up. Like if you
Yeah.
want to play this or this, I always play businessman and have my little business papers and the calculators. I can't cuss, sorry.
Yeah, you can.
And the calculator and shit. And I'll always be trying to play business. He'd be over there with his tools or whatever. I'll be over there acting like because we didn't have a computer. Uh, we grew up like it wasn't like really rough. My mom made it cool for us. We grew up on 42nd and Post. That's not the best neighborhood. It's
Yeah.
in it, but they're making it better. Um, but it wasn't the best. Like we had the basic necessities, and she made sure. One thing that I was saying the other day to my brother that she always did make sure we have the avenues to do like different things. Like she introduced us to photography camp. He went to basketball camp. Also, different stuff like she let me do modeling. Anything that we wanted to do, she really trusted us to do it.
Yeah, that's dope. Cause some parents don't let their kids. I know with my kids, it's like my daughter want to do this, and then she finally figured out she loves dance.
Yeah,
But she did like 5 different things, and I always tell my kids, I don't care what you do, just make sure you
you're doing
give your
something.
best.
Yeah,
You give your best, cause I don't want you to start something and then in the middle of the season, oh, I want to quit. No, you said you wanted to do this,
yeah,
so you gonna finish it out. And that's dope that your mom put y'all in different stuff. Cause I remember my mom signed us up for a camp. It was an entrepreneur camp,
yeah,
but it's just a summer camp. It's girls
yeah,
there. I'm going to have fun, but fast forward, that's what I do, and that like
yeah,
intrigued my mind. So I like that you were a businessman. My son, he's funny because like when he was young, he was always we always go to church and he would preach.
yeah,
He'd come home, nope, sit down, put your phone, had a Bible, and I'm like, and every little thing he would do, he would like do it to like the right he was doing it right, like he
yeah.
was reading the scripture or he was in the drum. So it's just cool to see and hear that that was something you wanted to do as a kid.
Yeah, I wanted to be a preacher when I was little too. So good luck to him.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't grow out of it, but I just that ain't my calling.
Yeah, I definitely understand. People be saying that to me. Nah, it ain't my calling.
Yeah.
Um,
You can get to people through other ways.
yeah, I just don't like church folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like all that. So, you won't believe this. That is a segment where you seen something, you heard something that was like, you wouldn't believe this. Do you have one of those? I be having to think off the last guest. She gave a positive one, and I came with a different angle. So I'm trying to think of you won't believe this, because I do have one, but I don't want to put it on. I get mad and I might tell who the person was because I was about to make a phone call for him, but that's a different story. Let's see. I told one. I'm trying to think of something that happened. Uh, okay, you won't believe this. Halloween just passed. So when my son was one, as a parent, you take your kid out for trick or treat. I don't know why we do it, but we take them out.
Yeah.
And it was snowing, like a full-fledged snowstorm. And we out here trick or treating. And he's one. He don't remember it. He don't remember as a parent. Yeah, he don't know what he just candy, ooh. Yeah. And I'm just out here pushing the scroll. He ain't even walking. Mm-hmm. I got the stroller and like it just now thinking that why was I doing that? Like what the heck was wrong with me as a dad? Like, hey, I should have been like, nah, this ain't it. Because it was really a snowstorm.
It's for tradition.
But Halloween ain't really. We don't even. I kind of
nowadays like when I think I was younger, it was like even though like I don't even think I dressed up a lot for Halloween, but it was like everybody was like so excited for Halloween and the holidays. Now people really don't be excited for holidays.
No,
like Thanksgiving. I've noticed that nobody said nothing. Who auntie house we went over?
Yeah,
nobody said nothing. Now maybe it's the generation because they said we like the aunties and uncles and we don't do it, but I don't like this.
Yeah, you are so right. Like when it comes to holidays, it's like
unless it's the birthdays or something. But
yeah, like you right. Thanksgiving, who house I'm going to? Like I knew like I'm going to my grandma's house, and then after granny house, we going over auntie house.
Yeah, you going to different people's houses this year. You don't even be going nowhere. Like
you gotta find a place to go to and be like, hey, y'all cooking over there?
Make a post on Facebook.
Yeah, that is exactly how you get food. Yeah. And that's true. Holidays, like Halloween came up, I'm like, it's Halloween.
Yeah,
kids don't even really dress up. My son had on a basketball. He was Steph Curry, but he had a hoodie.
Yeah.
He had a hoodie over. It's like, bro, you wear that on the regular.
Yeah.
But I do remember having pillowcases.
Yeah,
we had pillowcases, and we was out there with whatever we had at the house.
It was more exciting.
Yeah,
it's not exciting these days. I guess maybe for them a little bit, but it was like.
But we could go out by ourselves. Yeah. They can't. Not in 2023.
I can't even remember our parents going with us.
No.
Go ahead.
Yeah, when you was little, they went. But as you got a little older, you was with an older cousin. You was out there. You had fun.
You got worried about none of that.
If you was in my neighborhood, I'm sorry, because we did take bags. We was taking bags.
That's what happened.
Yeah, that's crazy. So how old are you?
28.
I'm almost 10 years older, but that's still, we kind of got the same. Yeah. Okay, so what TV shows you watch growing up?
I was about to say that. I was about to say it's like the Ninja Turtles. I would say Disney probably was like more like my childhood.
What was your top 3 shows that you was watching throughout the week?
Okay, me and my brother had to share a TV, so I'm gonna say 2 for me, 1 for him. The Bernie Mac show. That's not even on Disney, but we watched that every day. That's So Raven. They came on every day. And 106 in Park.
Okay.
We'll share it. 106 in Park. We both like that's a show. And Bernie Mac. That's So Raven. It probably was more so me.
Yeah. But that was a show. Okay. Yeah. So for me, because I wasn't a big TV person, Family Matters. Yeah. I'm gonna have to say 106 in Park. That whole little BET era, that was on it, and I love Free.
That was the best little era.
Yeah, it was, and I'm gonna say Doug Funny. Doug, it was just Doug, but his name was Doug Funny.
That's a cartoon with to do with the sweater out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't never really watched that cartoon, but I know who you're talking about.
Cause I feel like the cartoons and TV shows that came out like they were realistic. Like Doug was realistic. Like Recess.
Recess. I thought
Yeah,
Recess too.
that was definitely realistic. Yeah. So, what are your top favorite all time movies? Let's see.
Movies. I love like the Black era type movies. So it'll be so hard. The Wood like my number one.
Okay.
The Wood is like my number one. Then it'd probably be Soul Food. Because the grandson and the grandma relationship, they remind me of my grandma.
Okay.
She passed away, like the family did the exact same.
Yeah.
We still beefing. But I love y'all. And then I would say, probably loving basketball.
Okay. Ooh, my number one is Set It Off.
Set It Off.
I could watch that all day. Pursuit of Happiness. That just hit different. Yeah. And then, ooh, this one, third. That's tough. Cause it like all those. I'm gonna say Brown Sugar, just cause like I like the authentic relationship that the friends had, even though they had to go through whatever they had to go through. I like that. Yeah. So we kind of on the same.
Yeah, if I had a longer list, that would be on my list too.
Yeah, Loving Basketball. I remember going to the actual movies and going because it came out on my birthday.
I can watch that over and over.
Yeah, but do you look at movies that you used to watch and look at them different, and then certain characters just piss you off?
Not yet. Okay. From movies that they in now, they piss me off from back in the day.
Yeah.
No, not yet. Because the newer characters that really piss me off are like newer shows. Yeah. Like Power and like I'm a big Power, like all those the series.
So you watch Force?
Yeah, Force,
I haven't seen the new one yet.
Yeah,
I gotta watch it.
Yeah, you gotta watch it.
Yeah, I heard.
Force, I'm intrigued with Force right
now. And I love that because there don't be a lot of people that watch certain shows. Yeah. And do you watch Family Business?
I do. I binge watched it the other night. Matter of fact, I was like, "This ain't no good show." I'm like, "Family Business is good," and they got a lot of the old actors in there, so it's giving them a chance to get their life.
Yeah, and I would say if it wasn't on Netflix, it could be in between like a Power and an Empire.
Yeah, in between.
Because the Duncans is the Duncans is definitely. Yeah. So, what does a typical day look like for you?
A typical day, I'll say like a Monday because I work. I'm an operations manager for the Indie Black Chamber of Commerce, and there are also a lot of help how I got started with my business because they help me with like all the back end stuff like business plans and pitch decks and stuff like that and grants and all that. So if y'all small black business, make sure y'all check out the Indie Black Chamber. But I work there. I also I'm a home health aide for my father, so. In between those, I probably work like 8 hours. Then when I come home, I check my orders, fulfill my orders. I usually right now, since we're only on our own website, our orders not out there, so I don't need a lot of help. I can do it myself. So at night, when I get home, I do the orders and I drop them off at the post office the next day. And then it's pretty much the same throughout the days. The weekends, it's like when we have pop-up shops or when I do like podcasts and like advertising and promo runs and stuff like that. Working on websites and stuff like that. It's not that hectic yet. So
yeah,
I'm ready for it to get hectic though.
Yeah, I love it. And so with the Indie Black Chambers, like what is that? What does that do for the community?
They're a nonprofit organization which help small and minority businesses. They help with grants, if you need business plans, if you need to get in touch with people to get you trademarks, anything you would need as a small and minority business that you can't access that others or the access that others have, we have it. We have classes, workshops, different programs that help you get grants and loans. We basically help small and minority businesses get money.
I love it. Tap in if you're a small business because we need all the help we can get. Because I think a lot of times we just don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know where the resources at.
Yeah.
Yep. I think like thinking about when you said you wanted to be a businessman when you were a shorty, like some parents might have been like, nah, you need to go to school, you need to do this. And I always thought to myself, I'm gonna do something that's for me. I don't really like working for somebody else.
I really thought about that the other day. I was like, well, am I gonna tell my kids I go to college? I don't have to go to college. I don't have to go to college. My mom never told us that we had to go to college. It's just something that we wanted to do. Me and my brother both we did like a semester. I did more than a semester. I actually got accepted into nursing school. But I dropped out because at the time I felt like it was too hard. Now I feel like I could have did it. I just didn't want to. It wasn't my calling or whatever. So I think you should just let your kids do what they're gonna do because they're gonna end up doing what they're gonna do anyway. God gonna bring them back to their calling just like He did me. Even though I still want to continue my career in nursing, He got a different avenue for me working for myself, which I think is a great thing for people, our people right now working for ourselves, trying to build back our community and like our economic, like what we own. We need to start owning more, doing more. We don't do enough.
Yeah, and I have a daughter. She's a freshman in college, and I told her I was like, when you go, you learn to be a boss or be a manager or a head person when you come out. Because sometimes people go, they get a degree. I got a degree. That degree
They
don't get
still
you
work a
nowhere.
job, a normal
It
job.
still work. I ain't got nothing. I've been to college
Yeah,
twice. Grades wasn't good, and I still doing what I want to
yeah.
do because it's self education. It's not
Yeah, it's
always
self
the book.
education, definitely.
Because I used to joke with one of my cousins. I'm like, man, they could take us to the jungle. I'm gonna survive. You not, because ain't no books in there for you
Yeah,
to read to figure out how to go
how to
left,
do
right.
it. Yeah,
And that's and I like that with what you said about your kids. Let them just be them. Let them try out different stuff.
and
My
sometimes they
son's
gonna
in,
bump their head. Like
yeah,
you gotta let them. Like them bumping their head is teaching them lessons, just like us as adults bumping our head. Teach us, I don't want to do that again. That
yeah,
hurt. Like
yeah,
why wouldn't you let your kids do that? And people be so hard on their kids, and that's what makes their kids rebel so bad because you're just forcing them into something that they can't fit in. Like it's like you forcing them into clothes that they can't fit.
yeah.
Like just let them do what they're gonna do. It's gonna be okay. If you raise them the right way, pray over them, send them out to the world. They cool.
Yeah, and I like what you said. Like, as an adult, you bumped your head. Like, remember as a kid, like you would do anything. You would jump off a building. You
Yeah,
had no fear. But as an adult, oh no, I can't do that. No, the same thing. Like with your business, with your career, go do it. Just take a
that's what
leap.
they say.
Just
Yeah,
jump. You never know what could happen because most of the time when you was a kid, you made it by. Or if you did get hurt, you understood.
yeah.
Okay,
Gotta,
maybe I
yeah,
gotta do it this way. Or oh, okay, let me watch somebody else. Oh, that's how you do it. And that's the same thing with life. I think we forget we had a lot of adversity
yeah,
before we got to today. And we accomplished all the days of our life before today. So whatever adversity, when you hear this, like you gonna get past it. Cause life gonna always life. It don't
definitely.
matter if you got all the money in the world, if you ain't got no money, if you got a little. Life gonna life, the bills gonna come, your family gonna do something, you might your relationship, if you got a job,
All
you
that stuff
never
is happening.
know. All those different things can happen, but you just gotta keep going. And like what you're doing, like, okay, you still got that 9 to 5 because you like, hey, I ain't where I
Yeah,
need to be at
yeah,
because you can't be stupid. You can't
yeah,
be like, oh, I got these dreams and goals and it ain't making you no money and you just keep going, but then you homeless and what you
yeah.
gonna do then?
Faith without work is dead. You're gonna definitely have to put in the work double if you want to be anything. Like if you don't appreciate what you got, that 9 to 5 God is not gonna give you more because you're not even appreciative to what you got. You gotta get up. You gotta do something. You gotta show him that you're working. He gonna meet you halfway. That's what I try to do. I mean, I don't like working either.
Yeah,
Nobody likes working. I mean, I wish I could work for myself. One day I am gonna work for myself and I get to create my own schedule. But right now it's not like that. So I gotta do this until there's something different.
yeah. And you gotta be structured when you
Definitely.
have that 9 to 5. Like you said, you go work your job and you come home and you make sure you got your shipment, you got the next stuff. So in the morning, okay, let me drop this
Yeah.
off. Because if you don't, then somebody ain't gonna get they stuff.
Somebody's gonna complain. You gotta be real disciplined. I would say being an entrepreneur requires a lot of discipline. Cause I just read a post. One day you can make $3,000, and one day you can make $0. So if you make $3,000 on that day, you spend all that 3,000, and you think you're gonna get it back. And on different days, different shades. Like it's different. You really have to be disciplined to be a business owner.
Yes, and we hated discipline as a kid. When you really think about it,
Yeah,
I hated getting a whooping. I hated getting on timeout. But sometimes you gotta put yourself on timeout and
yeah.
isolate yourself from other people because discipline is important. Because if you don't have the discipline, somebody could come in and be like, "Hey, let's go do this," and knowing you supposed to be editing,
Yeah,
you knowing you supposed to be reading. It's like so. Give an example. When I was in college, my homies be getting out of class, and I know they about to go hoop, they about to go smoke, do something, and I'm like skip class. I'm going with y'all.
yeah,
And it didn't pay off because I my grades was horrible, but I wasn't disciplined to be like, no, I'll catch y'all when I'm done
yeah.
with class. because it was only an hour class. Like, what you gonna
Yeah.
miss out in an hour? Nothing much. By the time you get done, they still gonna be doing the same stuff.
I mean,
Or yeah,
sometimes it's cool because sometimes I do the same thing. I'm like, I gotta go outside. There's gotta be a balance though. Like it can't be all this and all that. Like people be like, you have to be. It's not like that. Be realistic. But you have to really, if you really want to make a successful business, you have to be disciplined. If you really want to be successful, period, you have to be disciplined in life, paying your bills, whether it's paying business bills or paying regular bills. You have to be disciplined, I think.
yeah, them business bills is taxes. Make sure you get those
Yeah,
together because if you don't get them taxes together, then yeah, life ain't gonna go right. You gonna
yeah.
think you got it, and then years later, because that's crazy. Like I see that in other people, like celebrities. You be like, oh, for 5 years they didn't pay their taxes, and now they owe
It can get
millions of
away
dollars.
from you.
Yeah,
That's
make sure you
why.
get them
That's why you
lawyers.
should. Yeah, you should definitely structure your business in the right way, where you have lawyers and different people in place to make sure you paying your stuff and you paying the right stuff.
Yeah, because if you don't, yeah, it's ugly. So, what's something the listeners wouldn't know about your job, or not just your job or your business, or your life?
Pretty much know everything, but
Hmm.
I don't know. Maybe I think I'm funny. I might be funny though, but I don't know what people really don't know about me. I'm kind of like I don't do too much. I don't talk too much. I mean,
So yeah, it might be funny because you seem like you're a quiet, chill kind of
yeah.
person.
But if I get comfortable, I think you have to get. If I get comfortable around you, maybe I'm funny.
Yeah,
I would say.
yeah. I would say for me, what people I like watching at the end of the day, watching something funny. It used to be 85 South, but it's
Yeah.
like I gotta watch something funny or a battle rap. I still watch battle rap. That's one thing like might throughout my day that can get me like, all right, I don't know, it just helped me create because I'm listening to the wordplay. But battle rap is something that I definitely watch, and people probably don't know. I keep up
I think
with.
I tell everybody everything what I don't like or what they don't know, or maybe I don't like hurting myself. People don't know that.
Yeah,
I hate hurting myself.
yeah,
Like that's the worst shit ever. Even if it's a little, I'm about to be a whole big old baby about
yeah.
it.
I've never really like hurt myself except for a sprained ankle, but yeah, I don't like people to touch my face. I don't know, like I work with kids and they be like, "Ooh, no, don't touch my beard, please
I
don't."
got
Like,
I got a lot of nieces and nephews, so they always touching my face or putting their face up against my face. So
yeah, my kids is different, but
yeah,
like I just
yeah.
don't touch them. Just don't walk up on me and like I don't like that. Like I'm like that's like a black
Personal
woman.
space.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't walk up and ooh, I like your beard. Don't touch my beard. I don't know where your hands been. Like don't do
I
that.
know a lot of people that don't like that, but I think I'm just used to that because I've always had like curly hair, like as a little
Yeah.
kid. Like
So
people always.
so what? I just seen your picture with your fragrance, and you had the curl and everything. You had the picture, and then
Yeah.
you just shoom.
Um, prior to me growing my hair out, um, this is why y'all should get the hair growth oil. I made my own hair growth oil because my hair had fallen out. It was a lot going on, you know. And
Yeah.
as you get older, I'm starting to realize like hair really like what you go through. It really like your hair. Like I'm like, am I getting that old? So I created a hair growth serum that actually worked. Um, I was thinning and like my line was going back and all that, and I used it for like over. I wouldn't even say it was like maybe 3 months, and that's when I got into the afro. I didn't originally want like the afro, but it was there. Um, but I'm like, okay, let me see if it's back, and it's back. But yeah, that's why you seen it different.
I might have to use that because I ain't gonna pull my hat off, but I got like in the front. So when I was in second grade, I don't know why I took the razor like you shave with.
Yeah,
I tried to line myself up and I jacked my line up.
and it stayed like
And
that.
it stayed like it, but I never really realized it because people always push it because it's like thin here, but then it's still like on the side, so
Yeah.
it's a big space. But people would push my line back, and as I got an adult, I'm like, no, my
Yeah.
line is up here, and people try to spray. Don't spray nothing. I won't.
Hmm.
I don't care. My line been messed up my whole life. Just keep it there. But yeah, I need something that can fix it. I wanna, cause when you get money and you own
Hmm.
and your own camera and stuff, I gotta get my line. My mom always talk about me. I gotta get the teeth and everything.
Yeah.
So I gotta get the line. I feel like as you get older, people like look better as they get older. So I'm closer to 40. So I gotta,
Yeah,
gotta see.
that's what I was saying. Like as a man, I didn't even know I was gonna experience this. Your hair get thin, and then like it go back a little bit. Like I'm like my hair ain't gonna never do that because my hair is always so thick and like good. And I'm like, okay, it's getting a little thin. Okay, it's going back a little bit, but the oil really helps. And you just really have to take care of your hair as you get older. Take care of your skin. Like you really have to take care of yourself as you get older. If you still want to keep your hair looking good, your skin looking good, you really have to take care of yourself.
Yeah, that is so true. Did you wear hats? A lot of hats?
Mm, I wouldn't say no.
Okay, because I remember like if you wear hats, I don't know about like dad hats, but if you
Mm,
wear fitteds, it would thin that
yeah,
would thin a lot of people hair. But like what you just said though, as an older guy, like we as guys, we don't sometimes take care of ourselves, and we think it's a certain way. No, you gotta
it
be.
just became okay for a dude to take care of himself. I forgot what they call it or whatever. For a dude to even have a skincare routine, it's like you guys what? It just became okay for us to be
Yeah.
like, ah, just no. You really have to take care of yourself. If you don't want to like no old prune, like you have to really have a skincare routine. You gotta work out. You gotta drink your water, eat good, or else you really just if you want to be around for a long time, I would say those things or what you need.
Definitely. Like, uh, yeah, that is crazy because you'll see stuff, and the world we live in is so stupid. It's like people been doing stuff like this for years,
Yeah,
and then they'll pop it, and it's like, no, as a dude, like you supposed to have a good soap. You're not
yeah.
supposed to have a regular. You
They
supposed to have
think the man. I was just supposed to have. I'll just give you a mess.
no, like I like so I tried Harry's.
Yeah,
It's at
I like Harry's.
like
It's tight.
it's another one at Walmart. Like I'm like I'm gonna spend a little money on or Bath and Body Works. I love their soap. I just the lotion just can't do. But like you gotta make sure you take care, get your nails, all
Yeah,
that stuff. Cause black don't crack, but if you don't take care of it, it will.
yeah,
Like people
definitely.
don't think that I'm in my high 30s, and I love it. I love when somebody like you look like you 20. As soon as you say
Yeah, it's
20,
a
I'm like
definitely
I'm good.
compliment.
But you got to make sure you take care of yourself. Get the rest you need. Because I know it's some days I look my age because I
Yeah,
ain't
yeah.
getting no rest. And it's like, nah, you got to make sure you got, like for women, I just want to say this. Stop it with the
Don't say nothing
lashes.
to get us canceled.
No, the lashes. Please stop. I'm from an
Minimal,
era.
minimal.
Yeah, I'm from an era where I don't remember women doing that. And it's like some of them be cool, the little
Yeah,
natural
minimal.
ones, yeah, but the other ones, the windshield wiper, stop it. It looks stupid. And then when you sweat, it's hanging off and all that.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know. I'm from an
you
era
missed
of
it. It was
natural.
natural. Yeah,
Yes, and I love it. Natural hair. I don't care if it's your kitchen
but
nappy.
I don't think they make them like that.
It's some I see them and I be like, okay, how old are you? Because I like a certain age, so I be like, okay, nah, you a little young, or I just be trying to find a natural
Yeah.
woman like
But
me
I think it's
alone.
coming back around though, like you said, like the nail longs and like the natural hair, the skin, because just the minimal being minimal was just okay back then. It's still okay now. It's just like a generation where everybody think you gotta have like the weave, the big hair, the big lashes, the clothes. Like you don't really need all that. It's kind of getting oversaturated. Nobody wants to keep seeing that. Like
Yes,
just take it all off. Like you see the bust down middle part. Shout out to my sister
yeah,
because uh, just something simple. Like go back to the old days. Just be cool.
yeah. Like, cause y'all want us to be cool. Y'all want us to be natural and just have all this.
But
And
for fellas too, like
yeah, stop
all
getting it.
that,
Yeah,
yeah,
stop.
just
Stop
they got
it.
look, see,
Stop
fade
it.
it out. Go ahead.
Yeah, stop with the hair enhancers and the line and the weave and all that. Just grow it out. If it don't grow, it don't grow.
Yeah.
It just don't grow. Cause I'm Kobe Bryant fro when I grow my hair out. And I remember from fifth grade to ninth grade, I had hair all different kind of braids, twisted. I remember this. Ooh, this pissed me off every time I think about it. day before ninth grade. I got a nice size fro. I just need it shaped up so I can get it braided when I go home. My man cut me down to like the Steve Harvey. And my friend was sitting there cracking up. And I'm like, I can't do nothing with it. I never went back to him. He one of the coldest barbers. He just messed me up the first time. Never went back to him again. I ain't gonna say his name. But yeah, I just
It's crazy that us as a culture we know what you're talking about when you say the Steve Harvey or the Kobe fro. Like,
yeah, like I had it was night, and then the last time I did have hair, I couldn't get the twisties like I wanted, so I just cut it off, and I've been the same, even taper on the side, taper in the back. I keep the same haircut.
Yeah, I had like hella different hairstyles, especially when I was little. I originally had long hair but I was tender headed, so my mom cut it off. Then it grew back again. Like when I was in high school, I got braids. They was like there in the right ear. Cut it off. I always let it like me and all my brothers. We do that. We let our hair grow. Then we cut it. Let it grow. Braids. Cut it. Like I don't.
I know a fun fact that you won't believe this. I had it just for me.
I just heard somebody talking about just for me is a kit, right?
It's like a perm that you have, and straighten your hair. I got a picture on my Facebook. I got the immature little puffs on my head, and I was supposed to take them out before picture day, and I didn't. It just looked crazy. But yeah, I had it just for me. My mom gave me one of those.
Man, I put a perm in my hair one time because I got tired of it being curly. I don't know what I was on. Like I was like 13. I put it in there, washed it out. My hair was straight. They're like, "What's wrong with your hair?" Like they called my mom like, "Here, like why would you put a perm in your hair?" I'm like, "I wanted my hair to be straight, so I could get it braided." I think, but yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's just what it just for me was, and I don't know. My son, he went from like low hair, and now he just been dreads for the last and he stuck with it. He got red hair, so it like works for him. And I'm like, I wanted to grow my hair out, but it seemed like everybody got dreads, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't really want to be like y'all. But the reason why I wanted to get dreads, to get them braided, to untwist and have that little curl look. Yeah. That's it. That's all I wanted. But I'm like, I don't like being like everybody else.
Yeah, because that's different what everybody else doing.
Yeah. So it's a cool conversation. I like to have conversations where people get to know who you are. Yeah. Just see that you can have a conversation outside of your busy life and what you're doing.
Because we've been trying to have this conversation for about like 4 weeks.
Yeah, it be in the same with the last person because we be busy, and when you trying to get it, like it's people that I got to get on. Like my month of November gonna be
right. He
basketball.
He just sent it. Pick a date.
Yeah.
Boop, boop.
Yeah, because
I like it better that way.
Yeah, because I could be like, oh, what day work for you? And it'd be like, that happened last week. Somebody's like Thursday. I'm like, I got the first game of the season. It's basketball and podcast for me. That's it. So, what are 3 tips for people with bad skin?
I don't ever say nobody has bad skin.
Okay, with challenging skin. We'll use that.
Because anything can be fixed. 3 things. 1, you need to be washing your face morning and night. It's not just a morning thing before you leave the house. It's not just a soap and water thing. It's too much in the air right now. It's too much bacteria. Like even on your phone, like it's bacteria. You're putting your phone to your face every day. It's bacteria. The pillows that you're sleeping on, that's bacteria. Your skin is peeling every night you go to sleep. So there's dead skin on your pillow that you're sleeping on. That's why they say you sleep with silk pillows. But either way, you should be washing your skin with a cleanser. I should use mine. But no matter what skin cleanser y'all do use, make sure that you're washing your face day and night. Making sure that you're hydrating your skin, I would say number 2, no matter what you use, make sure it's always hydrated before you go to sleep, during your day, throughout your day. Carry something with you. Make it important. And a lot of people, I would say number 3, I would say using sunscreen. They say our race or it's not supposed to use sunscreen, but I believe that we are. And after doing research, I know that we are. It's to protect our skin. Um, Different races is so we can. I mean, why wouldn't you use it? It prevents cancer. It's like lotion. Do more research on it. I have to do more research on it. But I make sure I wear it because I've been told to wear it, and the research that I've done says that you should wear it. Let me see. I thought it was three, but let me add another. I would think the most important one to be the shop Buddha Skin Cosmetics because it's just the best products that you can use because they're natural.
I love that about the information about sunscreen because my son is albino, so he has to use it all the time. And now thinking about it, I mean, I never really thought to use it, but I know
Mm-hmm.
for him, and this let me know that it's real. So me and him, he like four. We at the pool all day. He playing. He cool. So I'ma come pick him up. He go home. His back is almost red as my hat. And it's like, oh, this is real. I gotta make sure. Like I'm very
Have
cautious
you ever
now.
been sunburned though?
Through my glasses.
I've been sunburned. Like I went to, I believe it was Jamaica, no, Bahamas,
Mhm.
and like we was out. This is the first time I'm like I'm just sunburned. Like what? Because I've been in the sun like heavy, like a couple times, a lot of times. But this time I'm like, is my skin feeling like what? That's when I knew that, like you said, that's when I knew it was really everybody has to wear sunscreen. The sun is gonna burn your skin no matter what color you are. It just shows more on a different color because they're lighter than us.
Mhm.
But it still is. You have to protect your skin no matter what color you are. And that protects your skin.
Yeah, I never had like the sun being like under my eyes. Like I've felt that, but no, I didn't. I remember we had to get some cream, all this different stuff just to figure it out to cool it. You know, kids they in pain. They don't know what to do, and I was
Yeah,
like,
and
man,
it's like agonizing pain. Like
yeah.
it's something that could have been prevented, and they're sitting there like burning. It hurts to touch it. Like who want to go through that? We could just put some lotion.
I remember when I first moved to Indianapolis from up north. I'm from Michigan City, and I moved and I stayed in Greenfield with my cousin. So I'm there maybe like a week, and I'm itching. I'm talking about just my whole. I'm just getting. I done broke out in hives because the water here, and I didn't know, and I had to get a certain lotion, and if I didn't, I like it was
Yeah, we
horrible.
have really hard water here.
Yeah,
Like it's really hard water, and I hate that for us.
yeah,
But that's why you have to take care of your skin because
yeah,
we live somewhere that has really hard water.
yeah. It definitely does because boy, I'd be ashy. But that was just crazy. I never experienced it. I'm like I said, I got good skin. Lotion ain't really needed. I'm like, what in the
Yeah, now
world
we
is
have.
going?
Make sure y'all shop Black Girl Sunscreen. It's a black owned. It's not just for black girls. It's for black men and black girls. It's just called black because it's made from a black woman. Her products are amazing too. Like it's for black skin. Like
Okay, yeah,
SPF.
and I love that we as Black people are doing that and coming up with products and that's helping and making us look better because a lot of times we just go out and just boom or we go to the store and we buy a product and it don't work for our skin but now we can go to pop-up shops or people actually got stores or you can go buy them and get the products that we need for our skin because yeah it's you don't have the right especially for hair you go
Yeah.
Walmart Target no they ain't got nothing in here for me and yeah
And even those products, because we all got, like I was saying, we all got different skin cares. I mean, different skin types. Like whatever works for you works for you, but you have to try everything and get everything to try. Nothing's too overly saturated because everybody needs different stuff. This person has curly hair. Maybe this product works. This one doesn't. This keeps the hair dry. This one doesn't. It's different for everybody. That's why you have to try different stuff.
love it um tell everybody how they can reach you and then give us an underdog quote.
Um, on Facebook, you can reach me at Buddha Skin Cosmetics. On Instagram, it's Buddha Skin Co. You can also shop our website, buddhaskinco.com. We'll be launching on Amazon in about 2 weeks. Thanksgiving is about 2 weeks, right?
Yep.
2 weeks away. Okay. That'll be. I'll share it on all my social media outlets. So make sure you follow me for the updates. If you go to our website, you can also get an update because I'm going to be sharing it. So Twitter, LinkedIn, Buddha Skin Cosmetics. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to follow me on my personal pages, they're attached to those. So
I need an underdog quote.
What's an underdog quote? I never.
Just a quote, but it's underdog because it's the underdog talk. I just say that just to, because I really be wanting to use the quote. I need to use the quotes in like on Twitter or X, whatever it's called, or Threads now. Yeah.
Okay, I got one since my cologne just launched our promo campaign. Um, the the message behind our brand campaign for the cologne is called Truth because I feel like right now in this season, I can't be everything to everybody. I can't be everywhere. I can't do everything for everybody, and I used to think that that's what I was supposed to do, and that's not serving me in this season. So um, I seen an interview where Nipsey Hussle he was like, you can't be everything to everybody. You can't do everything for everybody, but you can be true. You can be true to yourself. You can be yourself. And I think right now in this season, I really like being true to myself. Like it's like I'm more like what makes me happy and what's for me is what's for me, and that's really how I want to be right now. So I think that'd be a little gem.
Yeah. No, it
Like
is.
just be true to yourself and whatever makes you happy in the season that you're in, make sure you go full force with that. If it's not making you happy, then it shouldn't even be in your life.
That must be the trending theme of the day with my guest because the last person said that like you gotta just be you. Everybody not gonna like you.
Yeah.
Everybody didn't like Jesus. It's 8 million billion people in the world. There's gonna be some people that like you. So those small people, if the people in your hometown don't like you, that's cool. If your family sometimes don't like you no more, that's cool. Because there's people out there that's gonna like you and they're gonna be attracted and you're gonna impact them. So just be yourself. Don't try to be nothing else. Because I'm me 24/7. As soon as I wake up, I'm Eric, and maybe even in my dream, I'm sure in my dreams I'm Eric, but I'm me all the time. I know I'm not everybody cup of tea. You either love me or you don't. It's no in
God
between.
didn't call nobody else to be you but you.
Yeah.
And I was watching Sarah Jakes the other day, and she was like, God, even when you say, God, I can't handle this, I can't do this, give it to somebody else. God gave it to you. You can't give it back. Like I can't do this. Ask for somebody. No, He called you to do it. And she was like, God couldn't get off this cross, so you can't either. So you just gotta put your head up and go through it and deal with it and be you all throughout the process. And it's gonna make it easier. You can't try to be something that you're not. You can't try to put on something that you're not, because it's gonna make it harder. Like until you realize that's not you. Until you realize your calling, your life is gonna be hard. But once you just settle, okay, got it. It's gonna be an easy sell, and with God and your faith, you're gonna just get through. It ain't gonna be that hard.
I love it. I was going in right there, but some can't. Like you can't be an India giver on your gift.
You can't.
God
You
gave you the gift. You can't be like, hey God, I want nope. You can't be an India giver on your gift. You
And
gotta
sometimes
keep
we
it.
don't know what we asking God for. Stop asking for God for stuff that you really don't want, because He'll give it to you because you asked for it. He's a God. He's gonna give it to you. Like lately, I've been asking for stuff like He been giving it to me. Like I didn't want you to take this away from me for real, for real. I was just
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah.
But He like, don't ask me for nothing if you don't really want it. But the things that I do want, He supplies and multiplies. So thankful for that. But it's just like, just make sure that you're in a position to ask God for what you ready, prepare for what you asking God for, basically.
Yep. And on that note, keep being great. Man, the camera died.